everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Te Atiawa First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Still testing negative for COVID. Really enjoying that. So the stuffiness, I suspect, is just the pine trees with the allergies. Mum's still in isolation in hospital. They're going to keep her there for the 5-day course type thing, antibiotics, blood tests, etc. So poked and prodded and doing fabulously. And to be honest, she's kind of actually happy that her feeling really washed out and then having a lightheaded, dizzy, sort of semi-collapse moment there a couple of days ago was because of COVID, not because of the chemo cycle, because COVID will be in the past shortly, if not already. But the chemo cycle, because she's over 80, because it's leukemia, she has to stay on chemo basically the rest of her life in cycles, usually we're looking 6 weeks apart for a week. We're trying to get it to 8 weeks apart, just so that, because every time there's a little bit of a dip, and we just would love to keep her on that upper level for as long as possible. Anyhow, getting to the reading today, using my Trip and Wait Tarot, I'm going to have a look at the red. So I've just done the blue. I'm going to have a look at the red, and I just split the deck. The red. Ooh, okay. Not good for red. Right, but I want to go in the same process I did before. I'm going to have a look at the vibe on the state level. So the vibe on the state level. Now, today is Saturday. I wouldn't normally read on a Saturday, but man, 4 sleeps to go. I couldn't abandon you. Probably won't do anything tomorrow. Desperation to hang on, having to defend themselves, but this wasp nest or bumblebee nest, don't ever get stung by a bumblebee. They look friendly, they look cute and fuzzy, they just zing around really slow and chill. But by crikey, don't ever cheese them off. Okay, so let's have a look at the state level. Now okay, thank you. They're telling me that defending with the bumblebee, the hornet's nest, or whatever you like to call it, is because at the state level, there will be pockets of, if I say uprising, unrest, militia. I'm just going to say, if you're in one of those sorts of states where you feel that, might be good, make sure your pantry's full, get some bottled water or whatever. Just stay home for a few days post-election, or if you need to go out, just go out for the necessities. What I'm saying is don't sort of go down to the park for a picnic just because you feel like it type thing. Just for a couple of days there until you really get a lie of the land, and only if you're in one of those sorts of states. So show me on the state level the vibe of the Republicans, the red, the oppressive. Show me, as you can understand, this is not a Republican-loving channel. We do love our Republicans if they vote country over party, put it that way. So not a Trump MAGA loving channel. So everybody else, welcome. Love some discussion, as long as it's friendly and it's progressive and it's positive. Okay, come on down. The energies of the state. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There it is again. Do I need to go any further? The Republicans on a state level very possibly are going to be facing a bloodbath. Now, I'm talking here about any governors that are up. Not all of them, but just as this is general vibe. Governors, lieutenant governors, attorney generals, school boards, sheriffs, judges, etc. This is just general vibe. It's not every state, but, right, justice. Lady Justice, balancing the scales, bringing forward her sword of truth. And I love the 2 bullseyes on there as well, saying, yep, spot on. Lady Justice is aiming for the bullseye. And here's Harris herself. Love it. And then we've got the attempt to steal and lie. Why does that not surprise me? Or is this Harris and the Democrats stealing from the Republicans? I do prefer that option. Absolutely. Lady Justice bringing her sword of truth unsheathed. Targets, scales, Harris stealing from these states. I do prefer that actually, and I do notice the majority of tents in the background there are, well, some of them have some red roofs, some are blue. Okay, we've got the Hierophant, which is the higher authority, can be a higher spiritual authority, or just the higher authority have spoken, because we've got the Page of Wands here, or it could be the courts themselves. The Page of Wands here, I think this, I'm really getting the feeling this is just the higher authority has spoken, and spoken clearly and loudly. In regards to the smoke and mirrors, the greed, poor choices that are on offer, the confusing of the matter, the emotional confusion. Okay. Gift of the past is bringing women together to celebrate. Oh, love it. So the states, okay, the general vibe of the states, not good for Republicans. Okay. Let's have a look at the House. The state and the House. I think Harris, she's going to make off with it. Make off like a bandit with it. Okay, show me Republicans with the House. Show me Republicans red with the voting for the House. Republicans red voting, the makeup of Republicans in the House. Show me how the House is going to go for Republicans. Show me how the House is going to go for Republicans. You want to stop there? Okay. Ooh, lunacy, swamp, secrets being exposed. Oh, not a good card. Howling at the moon, of course they are going to, right? They're out there going, rah, 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 listen to me. Or the front runners are, but it's really off-putting. People are walking away. Okay. Sword of truth coming for them, cutting through the crown. New beginning, and they're going to find themselves bruised and battered and back up against the wall, trying to protect the messaging that they've put out there, but it's not good. Okay, here's a Harris, a plan underway, a lot of hard work going on behind the scenes, could be money trails, right? Working away on the, I'm going to say working away to discard the votes, the plan. However, it's Tower moment for them. Tower moment because the higher authority of independent women or independent thinking women are going to speak up and bring an ending. The king is going to be trampled underfoot, and he's going to take with him all those that tied themselves to his mast, nailed their colours to his lanyard, whatever you like to call it. Significant ending. Desperation to hold on. But we've got the King of Swords. Might be a certain number of them that are pretty scared of Jack Smith. This is my holdout state that turns blue, that they get sulky and don't want to expect. Have a look at my Mikey Johnson wink wink reading if you're interested in that. But there's this blue collective awakening, and they are walking away from the volatility, the volatile message. We've got Lady Justice, loss and disappointment for the heart, loss and disappointment for the red, for the Republicans. Page of Pentacles, their offering is significantly reduced. A lot of negative headlines, vascular event potentially, or it might just be that they feel like they've been absolutely stabbed through the heart by their followers, because it's a very red card here. A lot of Republicans apparently are voting blue. Good, because they are voting for democracy. They're voting Harris and Walsh, they aren't perfect. They aren't ideal because nobody will be perfect for everybody. But we are talking about democracy over a Putin-Taliban type situation. And most are voting for democracy. Okay, let's have a look at the Senate. Times are a-changing, and it's about women coming together. Absolutely. So show me, how is the Senate, the federal Senate, going to go for the Republicans? How is the federal Senate, the Congress Senate, going to go for Republicans? How is the Senate going to go for Republicans? How is the Senate going to go for Republicans? I actually feel like going to suddenly feel incredibly lethargic and like just shutting my eyes and going to sleep. How is the Senate going to go? Like, the Energizer Bunny when it just runs out of power and it just or the clapping monkey. I'm going to say the clapping monkey, and it's like, and then it just stops. That's the feel I'm getting. Again, people are walking away from the message that's being spewed out there. Full illumination, finding themselves exposed, trying to keep a lid on the emotions, but there's this blue judgment coming for them. They are finding themselves at a crossroads. They've got the swamp at their back, and they're finding themselves at a decision crossroads. This trying to keep a lid on the emotions, but the women are determined. Yeah. Do I need to go any further? The Senate going blue. Here's Harris again. All the blue cups lined up in a row. In case you're wondering, there are a lot of red cards in this reading, in this deck as well. But all the blue cups lined up in a row. The voter has spoken. This is my voter card. The voter has spoken for emotional stability, emotional calm, strong leadership. Yeah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Got the Page of Swords, a truth being brought forward, and it's going to be a tower moment for the Senate as well. So, yeah, okay. Just looking at what's next to come. I mean, I could keep telling the story, but it's just more of the same. This poor choices by those behind the scenes with their hidden agendas. Yeah, it's the strength of women are giving them a big stick. End of cycle, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. Keeps going. It keeps going. Yeah, the Blues are going to take the Senate as well. Okay, we know how the presidency is going to go, but let's have a look. Show me, how is the presidential race for the Republicans going to go? How is the presidential race for the Republicans going to go? How is the presidential race? Oh, again, there's that holdout state that unexpectedly turned blue. I've got my money on it being Texas. There will be a few holdout states. I think there'll be 4 of them, but one will just hold out. And I think that holdout will be Texas. So show me the presidency or what's on the bottom. Presidency for the Republicans. Do I need to go any further? Manipulation. Look at these major arcana. Ending of the manipulation. They're going to be sacrificed. He's going to be stopped as there is full illumination. What have I got on the top there? Oh, the infighting, throwing under the bus, back up against the wall. Absolute ending, not good. The presidency. Hope he hasn't changed his forwarding address yet, because he's not going to be in the White House. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better. I'll leave it there. I shall catch you shortly. We might have a look at a couple of other things today, see how it goes. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.